The dire wolf. A prehistoric predator reborn in scientific curiosity. The dire wolf Canis dirus is one of the most iconic and mysterious creatures of the Pleistocene epoch. Larger and more robust than any wolf alive today, this prehistoric predator has fascinated scientists, paleontologists, and pop culture enthusiasts for over a century. With fossil remains found across North and South America, especially in the La Brea tar pits of California, the dire wolf stood as a dominant apex predator for tens of thousands of years. But despite its fame, many questions remained unanswered, until recent genetic research unlocked new secrets about what made the dire wolf so special, why it became extinct, and how it differed from its modern-day relatives. The dire wolf was a powerful carnivore, roughly 25% larger than the modern gray wolf, with heavier bones, massive jaws, and stronger teeth suited for crushing bones and tearing through large prey like horses, bison, and even mammoths. It lived in packs, much like wolves today, and hunted cooperatively. However, its skeletal structure suggested it was built for strength more than speed, making it well adapted for ambush-style hunting and scavenging in the dense and competitive Ice Age ecosystems. For many years, scientists believed that dire wolves were close relatives of gray wolves, Canis lupus, perhaps even direct ancestors. But in 2021, a groundbreaking study involving DNA extracted from dire wolf fossils changed that understanding entirely. Genetic analysis revealed that dire wolves were not closely related to gray wolves, coyotes, or dogs at all. Instead, they belonged to an entirely different genus, having diverged from the common ancestor of modern canids over 5 million years ago. This placed the dire wolf in its own unique evolutionary lineage, making it one of the last members of an ancient branch of carnivores now lost to extinction. This discovery reshaped how scientists view canid evolution and highlighted the dire wolf as a truly unique species. Its differences extended beyond physical appearance. Genetically, dire wolves were so distinct that they likely couldn't interbreed with gray wolves or other canids. This reproductive isolation may have played a key role in their downfall. The extinction of the dire wolf, estimated to have occurred around 9,500 years ago, coincided with dramatic shifts in climate at the end of the last ice age. As the planet warmed rapidly, large herbivores, the dire wolf's primary prey, began to disappear. Horses, camels, mammoths, and ground sloths all went extinct or migrated. With fewer large animals to hunt and increased competition from more adaptable predators like the gray wolf and humans, the dire wolf struggled to survive. Unlike their more versatile cousins, dire wolves were highly specialized hunters and scavengers. Their robust build, strong jaws, and preference for big game made it difficult to adapt to smaller prey. As their food sources vanished and their environment transformed, their specialization became a disadvantage. Additionally, their genetic isolation meant they lacked the hybrid vigor and flexibility of species like gray wolves and coyotes, who could interbreed and adapt quickly. The dire wolf's extinction marks a key example of how environmental change, loss of prey, and evolutionary limitations can converge to wipe out even the most dominant predators. Yet, despite their disappearance, dire wolves have lived on in popular imagination, immortalized in literature, film, and television. They represent both the grandeur of ancient wildlife and the fragility of even the most powerful species when faced with change. Today, advances in genetics and de-extinction science are sparking new interest in the dire wolf. While bringing back a true dire wolf may not be scientifically feasible due to its deep genetic divergence, researchers are exploring ways to recreate its traits in modern canids through gene editing. This renewed focus on the dire wolf highlights not only its evolutionary uniqueness but also its symbolic role in the ongoing story of extinction, adaptation, and scientific innovation.
Hope you like the video. See you with another interesting video. Bye then, signing off from Black and Blank.